What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we actually have some great news that we need to go over. This is something actually pretty big. It is going to impact every single one of us here in the United States. So what's going on? Well, first, just want to ask is if you enjoy these daily uploads, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. But let's get right into it. What is going on right now? First off, the American people are worried about finances. We're worried about, are we spending too much money? Are we saving enough? Are we working enough hours? What's inflation doing? Are we going to dip into recession? You know, everything and so on and so forth. It's a big, big problem. And it's worrying many people. Well, guess what? The good news, or great news, like many people are saying, is that China's economy is struggling so much that this could actually push U.S. inflation down. Now, we get the CPI report for the U.S. That comes in tomorrow on Wednesday. So I will give you an update tomorrow on that as well. But data on Monday, okay, data on Monday shows year-over-year inflation in China at 0%. The producer price index, the PPI, this one is showing that, and again, it's a leading indicator, but this one is showing it's negative 5.4%. Year over year, it's negative 5.4%. Again, this is a leading indicator. This means that we could see prices here in the US plummet. That's great news. Okay? That is really, really good news, because for the longest time, for years, we've been paying more for things like, electronics. We've been paying more for furniture, for cars. Everything has just been so much more expensive simply because of inflation. But where are products, where are a lot of these items made from? China. So if China is struggling, China needs to lower prices. Guess what? That means here in the US, prices are going to come down as well. Again, great news. Now, China's economy has been struggling for some time. This isn't something that's brand new. This is something that's been going on for a little while. The reason why I'm bringing this up now is because now we're starting to get that massive push. And I have an email here from somebody that they're saying their company is not buying goods. They're waiting. And you know why companies do this? Let me just explain this really quick. Because again, if numbers keep coming in lower in China, here in the US, usually buyers, or I'll just use myself for an example, when the whole pandemic first hit, okay, I knew prices for goods were going to go up because we were not going to be able to get the supply that we used to have. So when the pandemic was first starting to hit, I made a pretty substantial purchase, not like a house or a car. One of my other businesses is I'd buy and sell private label products, a lot of which I get from China. So I'd buy all these products at very inexpensive prices, okay? And a lot of it was made in China. It was already here in the US, but I started just buying a bunch of it, okay? And I bought a bunch because I knew everything was going to get shut down, prices were going to go up. But here's the thing, right now, that's not the way it's working. We still have manufacturing, we still have all these businesses, but the people, businesses, the consumers, they're not spending as much money because they think prices are going to continue to go down. For example, if you go to buy a car, right, but you're thinking, well, if I buy the car today, I'm going to spend, let's say, $50,000, but if I wait until maybe January 1st, then maybe it's only going to cost me $30,000. Do I need to really get the car today and spend $20,000 more? Well, if the answer is no, then you wait. Well, that's kind of what's happening, because that's what businesses and that's what consumers are going to do. Just listen to this email. Actually, this comment. This is from a community member. This person says, have you heard about China lately? Manufacturing has taken a hit so strong that my company isn't buying goods from them for at least another 3 months. Prices have started to decline, and my boss doesn't want us overpaying if we don't have to. But as a buyer, my concern is that we will run out of goods before prices stabilize. And I know we are not the only company doing this at this time. My wife also works at a different furniture manufacturer, and she isn't buying materials either. Please keep us informed if you are seeing anything different. That's exactly what I've been seeing. And it's not just with furniture manufacturers, with just machinists, the raw materials, right? The problem there, raw materials could quickly turn the other way and go back up. So you gotta be careful. But what we do know is that China's economy plays a major role in what happens with the US. It's a massive role, right? So trouble with China's economy is going to first push down inflation. But again, we got to be careful because it could go the other way. Now, it's not going to take long before prices are much lower. Okay, I've been saying this for quite some time that when things turn, when businesses stop buying, when consumers stop spending, prices are going to come down and they're going to shoot down. At the same time, there's going to come a tipping point where, okay, people stop buying, businesses stop buying, but prices continue to drop. Eventually, businesses and consumers are going to say, well, that's a really good price. I'm going to buy. And they buy. And they buy and they buy and they buy. And eventually, we see inflation tick back up. That's the worry, okay? This is why some are saying that we need to be extremely careful with what we buy, how quickly we buy it, and the size of the purchase. Now, can't really do this with houses. I know a lot of people, you say, oh yeah, just interviews I saw today, there are a bunch of people that are saying that China's economy that's going to struggle, and as China's economy struggles, it's going to bring inflation down here in the U.S. Inflation coming down in the U.S., this is going to cause the housing market to simply crash. So buying real estate is going to be easier, getting in the stock market. Well, anybody can do that. Now might be the time. Here's the thing. The other problem is the Fed. The Federal Reserve is trying to get inflation down. But wages keep going up. Unemployment went up, but a lot more people are coming back to the workforce. The biggest issue is that wages are going up. The Federal Reserve wants to figure out a way to slow down wage growth. If we see inflation go down, if we see wage growth stabilize or within 2%, not 6.4, if it goes to within 2, maybe 3%, the Fed is likely to simply pause all interest rate hikes. If they do, could real estate come crashing down? Yes. But is it going to happen in 2023? The answer is likely no. So, just understand, it's great news here in the US that China is struggling, which means as China struggles, prices here in the US are likely to start dropping very soon. So, as soon as we get more information as to what is going on here, how much prices are dropping, and as far as the CPI report tomorrow, come back tomorrow. I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing. I'll see you guys on the next one.